guys, it's Kaim again, and I'm going to do a new video on the mouse. And I don't know if you've already watched my complications for the competition, but they are pretty cool. It's got a bunch of my old mouse's kills. Now this is my new one, so I finished armoring it up, all that stuff. It's got much better guns, much better armor, much better space armor on the inside. I've reconstructed the entire inside of it. I removed a layer of armor from its turret because this inner layer and this layer here, well actually no, I've kept that. The top two layers are fine. It's this layer which I've gotten rid of on the inside because it was useless and didn't act as spaced armor, which it now does. So yes, this is very tough. I've actually increased the amount, so it's got just full armor to about here. It's got a spaced armor line somewhere around here, another spaced armor line. It's got two spaced armor lines, which you can see are these massive like blocks of armor. Now you know about, oh, it's only level 1 armor, it's gonna be pish. No, it takes tier 7's about, oh, I don't know, 45 seconds if 4 of them are concentrated firing on me. Remember, I'm not stupid, I do actually angle the front of the tank as if it was one of the tanks towards the enemy, because it is tough to kill from the front. There's over, I don't know, how big is this thing? It's 891 blocks now. It actually used to be 896, so all the armor that I removed from here is gone internally. And for once in my Robocraft game time, I've actually got spare CPU, which is amazing considering over, well, about 900 of it is just used in blocks. So what I've got these level 4 S guns, very powerful, you know, very high hit point amounts. This is my one level 5S flagship cannon, which I put on, it's 20 grand, 20 something grand, which I put on just so I could drill through enemies. And you know, I was gonna actually stick that there, but it didn't look too cool, so it's all about the aesthetics, and then actually no, it's about like performance and aesthetics, but well, why not have both in a tank? So I've got 10 of these level 2 wheels now. Not level 2, sorry, level 3 wheels. Yep, much tougher than level 1 and 2, much faster, much more rugged, and it actually supports the weight of the tank, so I don't consistently flip over, which is annoying. I've redone the chassis, so in fact the only weighted part of the chassis is this one line down the middle, and these skirts are actually weighted skirts, so yeah, moderately effective, and I say that very sparingly. Stops me from spinning around. The physics in the game haven't been sorted yet. If someone rams me from the side, I do have a tendency to fall over. I bought a premium sign because why not buy a premium sign? My premiums actually ran out. I put a premium and a sign. I wanted a sign because I thought it'd be small, you know, like a little banner about from here to here, and have your name on it. You know, it like take a layer of blocks, but no, it doesn't. It's massive. But the tank's massive, so I can actually fit it on the back perfectly, where the oil can would be in real life. I have radar, level 3, yeah, detect enemy, right behind the tank, so it rarely ever gets shot at, unless I'm actually angling the back of it, because I have a spaced armor layer behind where the pilot sits in this little cocoon of level 3 and 2 armor, which is incredibly tough to break through, so yeah, please shoot at the sides of this thing. And I was getting more and more frustrated at plasma rounds. Now plasma, if I go into the tech tree, are these weapons. They'd be like, okay, so what they are is, the more cannons that you have on the tank, the slower the reload is, but they all fire simultaneously. So when you click the fire button, if you have 10 cannons on, 10 plasma cannons will fire. You'd be like, oh, that's overpowered, you know. I mean, these cannons up to level 3, level 3S, these are fine. You know, they do a lot of damage. To be fair. Decent blast radius, you know, it's what plasma should be. However, the second you get to level 4 and 5, I was hit by plasma bolt. For example, it hits this gun. It takes the gun out, which, or maybe it doesn't take the gun out, but it does significant damage. And in fact, no, it will take the gun out, not because of the damage to the gun, but it'll blow this block up, and in fact, it'll blow this like semicircle out of the turret and the side armor. That's how powerful a level 5S plasma bolt is. Now, the tier system in the game works as you attach guns and stuff. Each gun has a tier rating, so you know I've got 5 guns. I'm moderately into tier 6 now. I actually used to be quite edging towards the end of tier 7, but I sold 2 of these guns just because of my CPU problem. Now, if I sold this, I would get 10 more CPU and that'd be 10 more blocks. But to be fairly honest, I think it's armor-wise, I think it's okay. If I ever I have enough to get a few more, you know, chunks of armor on the inside just to beef up the commanders a bit more. I gotta find out where this armor go behind the space arm and I think that's all I need to do. Yes, it is. Put one at the top, just in case somehow stray plasma bolt flies through the ceiling. Now I have just told you I have in fact hollowed out the turret. The wheels I don't need to worry about. These are incredibly tough. I've had this entire like front of the thing chopped off and the wheels still be there. It's quite helpful. These cannon turrets seem to get shut off quite a bit, but you know they're in a nice position. I was going to move them back over here a bit, but because obviously the front of your armor get hit by plasma bolt here, you take out both guns, and the barrel get destroyed straight away. The barrel is just like a massive chunk of space armor. And it does save me quite a few times when a plasma bolt coming from like that direction in front of me. So no, it's gonna go straight through my armor, which has already been destroyed, and hits the tip of the barrel, blows the entire barrel up. But my commander's fine. I say commander, it's actually a pilot, but I'm in World of Tanks mode for some particular reason. Now for this like weird formation on the top, I was tired of people, you know, at angles, you know, kill the turret. Now most of the turret's still showing, but when you're fighting, you're not, even when zoomed in, you zoom in at about 1.2 of your original, so tiniest bit of zooming, it just lets you concentrate more. Yeah, so when you're driving around shooting, you're not going to be super accurately hitting this center line straight away. So, with these two guards up, I have I've absorbed these two little things. I've absorbed so many rounds. Lets that thing survive. That thing continues putting rounds downrange, and that is very powerful. It will destroy any block in the. Well, actually no, it will destroy several blocks in one shot. So will pretty much every gun. These two might have trouble with a higher tier armor, but you know, who cares? I do not. These two move. The front and back wheels actually rotate and steer, because I want 4-wheel steering, 6 wheels. I actually used to have 20 wheels in this thing, but I didn't have CPU requirements obviously, and it was a bit stupid. But it did actually look like tracks, which is cool. And I've got the front. In real life, well, when I first made it, I did make a weak point here, you know, so haha, look, World of Tanks, but no one could aim for that crap, so close that up. Level 3, that's where my pilot's actually sitting on top of that, but you're not going to get plasma bolt under this thing from any angle. You see about an inch of ground clearance in this. The back has actually opened up because, yeah, I need some way of getting out. Like if I reverse into a trench and the back was closed off, I wouldn't be able to get out again, which I have done before. So that is it for now. I've got one CPU spare. Oh, okay, I can stick this somewhere. I think I'll swap this out for that. Yep, that's okay. That looks okay to me. That's all my nice level 3 armor gone. So, I shall now show you a load of battle videos. Adios for now.